Hi guys, hope you're all well. So I'm just coming on to do a very quick little video in between my clients today. So some people have been messaging me, some people have been asking me, what's happening, where am I at with the energies of COVID and how it's affecting my work and everything else. And you know what, for me, the energies of COVID and all the rest of it have made me realise that actually I want to keep my work really simple, because there's so much fear, there's so much uncertainty, and I don't want to overcomplicate things because in the original sort of energies of February and March time, when we sort of went into the initial lockdown, I had lots of things booked and I had to cancel lots of things, I had to refund lots of things, and it became really stressful. And I don't want to be in a position where, should there be a second wave, which I think the reality is we don't know, that's the state of play. Let's hope that we don't have that again, but we just don't know what's going to come to be. So for me, I just want to keep my work really simple. And whilst I miss doing the demonstrations, a lot of people have been asking me particularly about demonstrations at the moment. And there are some centres, some churches, various venues slowly starting to reopen the demos up with COVID safety precautions in place. For me, demos are a fun evening. They're all about love, laughter, great connection with spirit. And I don't want people coming to my events thinking that they have to sort of be in fear, they have to wear this face mask or covering and all the rest of it. I want to be able to see people's faces. For me, when I'm working with spirit, the voice is a crucial part of the connection. I need your voice. I always sort of word it as the key in the lock system. And whilst obviously I can do a demo with people wearing masks, I don't want to do it that way. I don't think spirit want to do it that way. And so for me, I'm really just having to look at that and think it's a case of saying thanks but no thanks. So I will come back to doing demos again, and I will put on some beautiful big demos in the future, but I'm going to be waiting until we know we're out of the woods with this COVID stuff, and we know that venues can comfortably seat people without the worry of having to be too close and all the rest of it. And it must be an awful task for venues, because I'm sure they're trying their best, but it must be a nightmare, because it is very hard to social distance properly in its truest form. And I just think I just don't want to go down that road. I don't want that drama. Something I've really sort of taken from lockdown is keep things simple. Use the tools that are available, keep your work simple. Now, later in the year, or let's say later in the year, next month now, the end of next month, me and the beautiful Debs Tie Duck, the demo that we were going to be doing in Lee Park Community Centre in Westbury, we will still be doing that demo, but we'll be doing it as a Zoom session. And that will be the first Zoom session for me. At the moment, tickets are not available for that just yet. We're going to wait till a little bit nearer the time. The audience for that will be capped at 30, because being Zoom, you can't have too many people on it, otherwise it becomes a nightmare. So the beautiful Debs is doing some behind the scenes stuff with me, we're going to be having some practice sessions on Zoom and everything else, and seeing how that works and how that goes for me, I may then decide to do maybe once a month a Zoom demonstration moving forward, and I may decide to do private readings via Zoom, but I'm not going to commit myself at this stage. Also, at the moment, my diary is filling up mega fast, so lots of people are booking in to see me privately one-to-one for readings and for healing sessions. Just a reminder with those that COVID-19 rules again are still in place, as much as possible, and I am being quite relaxed with it in some ways and leaving it to some people's own free will of what they feel that is best for them, because I know a lot of people do panic wearing a mask, and I wouldn't want to go for a reading wearing a mask, so I don't see why other people should. But I am making sure that we've got the hand sanitizers, my visor and all the rest of it, so we can keep the situations as safe as can be in these uncertain times. I'm also doing loads and loads of workshops at the moment. Workshops have mega picked up, which is fantastic, because one of my passions is sharing the wisdom, sharing the knowledge, sharing the teachings. So it's been amazing to be able to offer the workshops, and obviously in my beautiful witches cellar, for as long as I've got that, is a great space to do some of the bits and pieces, the teachings. So if you're interested in learning tarot, if you're interested in learning witches runes, and any of the other courses as and when they appear, I've been doing quite a few one-off meditation evenings as well. They're really popular, particularly if you can't commit to a full-time meditation group. At the moment, I'm not even looking at doing meditation groups or circles. I know that's another thing people are asking me, but because the rules are changing at any given time, I'm just not going to put myself in that position of stress. I want to keep my world really simple. Again, I know some people are getting a little bit annoyed that I've changed my business hours to Monday to Friday, and I'm sort of cutting back on the evening work. I'll still do the odd evening sort of bit and piece here and there, but where possible it is going to be the daytime stuff, because I need a life outside of my work. It's as simple as that, and I wasn't getting that before. And I am getting that now. And this is why when people are saying, oh Mitch, you look really happy, you look really sort of calm and chilled, it's because I've re-established a balance between my working life and my home life, which was really sort of imbalanced before. Okay, so unfortunately, if that doesn't sit with you, and if you are a little bit offended by that, in the nicest way, it's tough. I have to have my time as well as everybody else. So that's sort of really where I am, guys. And like I say, because the government is changing what it's doing from one day to the next, I just don't want to put any stress on myself or people around me. And at the moment, planning events, sort of signing up to being part of events, it's just a no-go. What I will say as well, though, Wonky Broomstick, dates for one-to-one readings, we're going to attempt, I think it's on the 4th of October we decided, but I might have to check that. I'll post it up soon anyway, so you'll know. We're going to attempt to do a day of one-to-one readings in there, because I know that the beautiful Kate at Wonky Broomstick is getting quite a lot of people asking about, when's Mitch coming back to do readings and all the rest of it. So there's a potential date there, providing that COVID-19 energy doesn't block it in the meantime. So there'll be more on that coming sort of soon. So if you want to book up to see me in Glastonbury, it'd be really nice to go back there, because I've not been to Glastonbury at all this year. It feels like, I know I was there at the start of the year, but March onwards, and that's really weird, because that's somewhere I would go once a month, so just things like that, not being able to go there and sort of touch base. So strange energy, isn't it? But I think we just have to continue riding the wave and making the best of the situation we're in, and if we've got air in our lungs, if we're healthy, if we're keeping well, we're still being able to sort of put food on the table, we're all very blessed. And at the moment, that might seem quite basic, but that is the blessings, that's the reality. Remember that all my online readings, voice recorded readings, they're all available still to purchase. I know loads of you have been purchasing those recently as well, so many thanks. So yeah, for the most part, for me it's business as normal, with the exception of the demos, and the big fairs, because at the moment I just don't want to be reading in a mask, 4 people, 2 people, it's not how I want to conduct my work. And so, where possible, I'm trying to make it, comfortable for everybody, really. And I know for myself, if I was going to a demonstration, there's no way I would want to be sitting, quite far apart from another person if you've come as a group. And I wouldn't want to have to be sitting wearing a mask all evening. I just wouldn't like it. So, for me, I know there are some great mediums getting back out there doing their thing, and that's fantastic. But for me, it doesn't ethically sit correct, and so I would rather say thanks but no thanks until we're in a much more safe, comfortable space where I can do that to its best degree, So I think that's it really, guys. Like I say, if you're interested in any of the workshops that I'm offering and any of the new stuff that's going to be coming up, do private message me. and we can get you booked in on one of the courses. Again, the courses will all take place in the Witch's Cellar, social distance in place as best as we kind of can, and all kept safe. All the feedback for the courses, everyone's loved them, they've been really happy, they felt safe and cared for, and they've had a great day. So that's what it's all about, you know. So I think that's all I can sort of say at the moment, guys, but just wanted to touch base with everybody to let you know where I'm sort of up to. Again, if you want to come and see me in Trowbridge, Wiltshire for private sittings or the healings, drop me a message. Diary is filling up fast, and I'm also being very careful not to book too far ahead for the risk of changes with, you know, whatever might come to be. So it's really hard trying to juggle that, and, you know, so I'm trying to sort of work month to month at the moment. But I'm sure normality will come back to us in time, you know. But in the meantime, keep being you, stay safe, stay well. Much love and blessings, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye for now.